Yes, yes. Hope you're all good. Hope you all had a good weekend. I'm pretty sure most of us did. Absolutely insane scenes on Saturday, winning that FA Cup. Obviously, the first time I was sports here since then, bro. That felt incredible, you know. I even messaged Freddie this morning, like 9 o'clock this morning, saying I still can't get over that FA Cup win. There was something different about it, man. It felt mint.
It's it's historical. It's historical. That's one of those fixtures people will talk about for generations. You know, the FA Cup final between City and United, and for me, it was just kind of like there's a massive relief. I was more relieved than I was like I was buzzing. I was excited when the final whistle went. I'd gone, yes, thank God, because listen, on the tram to the station outside Wembley, all they were talking about, their fans, it was embarrassing, was stopping the treble, stopping the treble, stop the treble. I couldn't have lived with myself. I couldn't have lived being on YouTube. I couldn't do all the shows I do with United fans if they had have stopped the treble, if it had been at their expense or our expense that they stopped it. I would have been like, this is too much for me. So I was just like, oh, thank God. But yeah, buzzing, man. Good to be back.
It
Still
is,
covered.
yeah, it's a heavy weekend, man. But I mean, you gotta party hard, innit? You gotta go big when you're winning these leagues. It's
That was my last game for the season as well. That was my last game until next season.
oh
I'm not,
yeah, shit. To be fair, what a way to go out though.
yeah, because I'm not going to Istanbul.
Yeah, so what a way to finish it off. Absolutely incredible. I genuinely I still can't get over it. I watched loads of shit yesterday. Rewatched the whole match. Rewatched all that after the match when they like talk, like the pundits talk about stuff. I watched all of that. I watched the highlights again this morning. I just love to see it, man. That Gundogan goal, man. That Ron repeat.
The first one.
Yeah, but well, both really. The first one though is scenes, man.
First one was wild, man.
First one
I
is
know
scenes.
loads of people were still coming into the stadium. Loads of people missed it. But
Yeah, well,
I,
we've seen people put in Rick, who runs the Blue Moon Forum. He put a picture on of how bad the queues were trying to get into the stadium.
yeah, there was my section was fine for getting into, but there was like two blocks beside me. For some reason, the queues were just mental to get into those sections. I don't know how the security fucked up or where the turnstile's broken or something. But yeah, bare people would have missed the first goal, which would have been so annoying to miss that. Like that's an iconic moment. That
Yeah,
goal.
yeah, it's very much an iconic moment.
He's the man, man. Gundo is the man. I'm telling you, Gundo is the king. He's an unsung king. I
Well,
love that man.
well, on that, this is a good way to
He's
transition
that
to
little
what we're actually
segue,
meant
yeah.
to be talking about. This stream is about Gundogan and the contract extension. It's something that we've all been. I think he's getting questioned about it. We're all kind of thinking about it. Is he going to sign on? Is he not? Towards the beginning, I say like a couple of months ago, towards like the end of the season, I was looking more towards him leaving. I was thinking he'd go. But recently, I've been kind of leaning towards him staying. Before we get into that, Douglas Wright with a 2. Yes, yes, Douglas Wright. Massively appreciate super chat, mate. Joe Griffiths with a 5 month says, yes, yes, lads, how's it going? Yes, it's Joe. Hope you had a good weekend. And Sir Alan with a 7.99. Yes, yes, Sir Alan. Hope you had a good weekend. It says Gundo's been offered a 1-year contract with another year as an option, not signed. It's been on the table for 2 weeks. Media telling lies. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're going to get into now. There's a lot of mixed reports on the Gundo situation. I think TalkSport were reporting the other day. I know it's not really the best to listen to TalkSport, but TalkSport were reporting the other day that personal terms are all agreed. That might be Kovacic, actually. That might be Kovacic one. Yeah, I'm getting confused. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It's TalkSport. But Son Martin Blackburn is the one that is the big Donny, because Martin Blackburn is a very, very good source. He came out yesterday and said Ilkay Gundogan is set to agree a new deal with City to stay beyond the end of this season. That's major coming from Martin Blackburn. Do you know what I mean? He's always one of the Bombazzo guys that you kind of look out for.
He's tier one. He's tier one, man.
Yeah, he's a tier 1 Donny, which is very, very, very good news. Very good news for us. But it does contradict a bit. Let me find the next bit, because that one is right. Obviously, him saying that. Then there's loads of quotes from Ilkay Gundogan, which we don't really need to go through. But then Jack Gorn Jack Gorn came out and he said Man City have offered Ilkay Gundogan a more structured deal, believed to be a 1 year plus the option of a second, which is exactly what Sir Alan said there. So that's Martin Blackburn saying offer for Gundo. And then you've got Jack Gorn saying an offer for Gundo.
And Sir Alan.
And Sir Alan. Yeah, well, they're 2 or 3 if you want to include Sir Alan. 2 tier 1 Donnies. 2 tier 1 Donnies saying that basically Gundo's set to sign the new deal and the offer is on the table. Whichever way you lean towards it on that. Then, today, literally 2 hours ago, Fabrizio Romano came out and said, this is a quote from Ilkay Gundogan's agent, saying nothing has been agreed with City or any other club. The recent reports of a deal being agreed / set to be agreed are not true. Ilkay Gundogan is only focused on the Champions League final. So, the way I see it with that then is, I think it's basically the way that Sir Alan said it. I think the contract offer is there. It is there from Jack Gorn outlined that it is a more structured deal, a year with an option of another year. I think that is the way it is. It's on the table for him. Obviously, Jack Gorn, another tier 1 Donny. I think there's got a contract offer on the table, but he's not signed it yet, and he's not committed to signing that.
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
It is a weird one because those reports are conflicting, but there's enough top reporters there saying that it is going to be done.
Yeah.
To lead you to believe it is. It seems to me a little bit like maybe Gundo and his agent have decided to calm it down till after the Champions League final.
Quash it until afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, just chill it out, man. Try and not make all the conversation about Ilkay Gundogan and stay focused on the team in the Champions League final, which is it's perfectly understandable. But I think it's going to get done. I think it's going to get done. I think it's going to stay, and I think it's the right decision. I think we've seen enough of Gundo this season, man. We've seen enough to know this guy. He's proved it, man. He's not on the descent. He's not in the decline. He's played the most football he's ever played in one season this season, and he's had an absolutely class season as well. He's a hero, Gundo. He really is a hero, and I think keeping him it's beneficial for everybody. The team, in terms of impact he has on the pitch. I think dressing room, the fans absolutely love him. You should have seen, actually, I don't know, did they get it on camera or is there any clips of it going around social media? But, you know, after the game there on Saturday, the tannoy, the stadium started playing, you know, that song, "The Griggs is on fire." Yeah, so the players all grabbed Gundogan and dragged them over to the stand where we were, right in front of us, and they all started pointing at Gundo as it's building up to the Haaland's on fire a bit, and they all started pointing at him, going, sing his name. So everyone starts going, Ilkay's on fire. Like, it was such a
sick. I didn't see that. That's sick.
Ruben Diaz and all the lads were like, sing Ilkay to the City fans. And then we were all like, yeah, Ilkay's on fire. Your defense is terrified. So
that's sick.
You can see, and he's so humble, Gundogan. You can see him. He was like, look at the ground smiling. He was like, he didn't like all the attention. What a guy, man. What a guy, Gundogan. We need to keep this guy, I think, at all costs. Give him what he wants. If he wants 2 years, give him 2 years. If he wants 1 year with an option to extend, give him that. He's too important. He's Pep's first signing. He's evolved with the team over all the years. He's adapted to all the different styles of play Pep has decided to throw at the squad. This guy, man, he's the king right now, and I think he deserves to be given what he wants.
Yeah, it's something else. I genuinely think it'll get done. I think it'll get done. I think he'll stay. I don't see a reason for him not. He's still slamming it. Oh, there you go. Chris says the clip is on ITV YouTube. I'll have to check it out after this. That's pretty sick. Zach Holiday with the 2 says, "How was the sides chicken here?" Question mark.
This is a call out to the side men. Yeah, KSI, Mini Minter, Bazinga, Vicstar 123, Zerka, and Rodashaw. You're scran shit, mate. The food is shit. I'm telling you, it was the worst chicken I've probably ever had in my life, and the waffle fries were cold, and not the good cold. Like, genuinely just cold. Your scran is crap. Fix up. Anyways.
Right, that's in London, that one as well. So you think that would be like a prime time location one?
I was buzzing for it, man. I saw it. I was in Box Park after the game, and it's where it's the original Sides restaurants where they put their first ever one. I was like, rah, their Sides, man. They've been gassing it up, you know. I've seen it all on YouTube. They've got all their YouTuber mates to do reviews of it and say it's sick. It's not sick. It's crap.
It's crap. That is funny. And you know what's funny as well is Zach was Snapchatting me on the day, pictures of like going down to Wembley and that. And he stood like Joe in the box park there's like a balcony bit, the raised bit, right? And then he's filming, and then it says Hugh getting a scran, and he zoomed in on you. He finally like he's seen you from the thing and sent me a Snapchat of you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why he's put I was a side chicken. That's how he knew you was having it, because he was there as well. And then he seen you eating it. He sent me a video of you eating your scram.
Man, it was. Did he come up? Who is Zach? Have I met him? Did
I
he
don't
come
know
up
if he
and say
came
hello?
up to you. I don't know if he came up to you, but I know that he's seen you because he sent me a video of you.
This Zach guy didn't even say hello, but he was filming me eating.
Yeah.
Fix up, Zach, man. Fix
Now
up.
he
But
wants
yeah,
to, he mustn't have met you. He mustn't have met you because you'd know, innit? He wouldn't have to ask this question.
dead food, man. Dead food. Honestly.
There's no jolly have a snooze. I've had a snooze. I'm primed, innit? I've done a lot this morning. Dr. 40 with his 14s are says Hugh JP and LB Champions League final. Watch on make it happen. Ooh, well, we'll let you know, innit? Things could be in the cooker.
We will see.
We'll see. Joe Griffiths with 5 says, yeah, but what's the only tier 1 I listen to saying? Didsbury Dave. Won't believe it until it comes out of his mouth. Yeah. There you go. Zach said there, he said he didn't want to bother you because you was eating. And he also said the scram was dead.
Scran is dead. Now listen, anybody ever sees me, Zach, anybody, always come up and say hello. Say hello if you see me about. I'm happy to chat to everybody. I had loads of people come up and say they love the content and they love the channel. So big up to everybody who shows support and everybody who comes up.
I like that you're getting rep for it, man. I always say it's like LB in that. I get gassed when you get noticed, like when you get about.
It's sick, man. It's nice to see people who watch us and they enjoy the content. So anybody ever sees me, you're more than welcome to come up and say hello. I love chatting to all of you guys. Like you guys make the community. Do you know what I mean? We wouldn't be doing this without you guys.
You guys weren't here, innit? Like, also just be me and Hugh chatting shit to each other about Tinder profiles.
Yeah, listen, we do that anyway.
Yeah, we do that anyway. But we wouldn't get a plaque though without you lot. So it's funny because now, like in the watch along, people are talking about the plaque. Like with there's comments on like most of our videos now about the plaque. Like it's becoming
that plaque,
brain.
man. I tell you, when we get that plaque, we're having a party.
It seems we'll lift the plaque up like do you like when they lifted the FA Cup.
Yes.
Yeah. All of us. Yeah.
Honestly. But yeah, no, buzzing, man. It was nice. It was nice to meet a good few of you in Wembley on Saturday.
Yeah, it's been a weird couple of days. I mean, like, the Gundogan contract extension is one thing. There's obviously we'll do more streams throughout the day, so I don't really want to talk about all of them too much. We want to limit ourselves on content. But there's Guardiola news, there's Declan Rice news, there's loads of stuff popping off. Benzema's gone, Messi's gone.
What's the Declan Rice news? What's the latest on Declan Rice?
We're apparently still in talks with it. Apparently Bayern Munich have like watch out. Bayern Munich coming in last minute trying to swoop in and get him away.
Wow,
there's lots going on. I
think he's Arsenal bound, Declan Rice.
I think Declan Rice is Arsenal bound, and I think, and obviously Harry Kane now because of Benzema leaving. I've got like a feeling that Harry Kane might go to Real Madrid.
That would be a sick move for him. That would be such a badass move for him, man. Real Madrid.
He goes Real Madrid there. He tank it at Real Madrid.
Imagine fucking Harry Kane playing beside Vinicius. Oh, they'd absolutely cook those two. They'd tear it up, man. They'd go and win a Champions League. But yeah, there's a lot happening, man. A lot happening. It feels kind of weird with all this happening, and everybody's talking about their transfers and what they want for next season, and we're still not done. We've still got another game.
But yeah. Everyone's season's over besides us and Inter Milan. Oh no, yeah. Well, West Ham to be fair, I've got a big final this week as well. But yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah,
it's pretty weird. Yeah. What do you guys think of Eze and Elise? I like both of them at Crystal Palace. I think they're both sick.
It wasn't. Am I right in saying Elise was in our academy, or was it United academy?
I think one of them was in the City academy. I think it was Elise.
The chat will definitely know which one was in the City academy.
Elise.
Elise, yeah. He's cold, man. He's cold. I like Elise a lot.
Yeah, listen to the academies that he was in. Arsenal academy for a year, Chelsea's academy for 5 years. Oh no, in fact, from 2009 to 2016, he was in the Chelsea academy. For 2016, the City academy, and then he went to the Reading academy after that.
I think it shows a very good mentality, because my guess is he was probably released from a number of those academies. And then, when players get released from academies, it's very easy for them to get, deluded or disillusioned kind of thing. And their hopes go down because it's what they want to be, their dreams and all that kind of thing. So you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep working, and you eventually get to where you want to be. So big up Elise. I like him.
I rate him. I rate Elise and I rate Eze. I think they're both really good. Farhad Chefs with a 729 says Garland.
What does that mean?
I don't know, maybe Garland and Giannaland. I don't know. Is that what you're trying to get?
He's not cooking, man. Haaland's not cooking right now.
He did actually look all right against United. He just
he bullied Varane, man. He bullied Varane. I'd say in terms of goals, he's probably frustrated with the lack of goals right now. But
Sim Predictive with a 6 months says, yes, lads, I was thinking if y'all can have a phone-in show before the Champions League final, or before, in my opinion, see how people are thinking before Istanbul. More content ideas. I
am game for that, man.
It's something that we'll have been thinking about over the weekend. So we'll have to schedule a good time to get everyone involved, basically.
Yeah.
But we'll do it nearer the weekend. There's 2 press conference reactions this week as well. There's one tomorrow, and there'll be one on Friday because there's 2 presses.
Why?
No idea. I think it's just media circus in it. Goes wild for Champions League, and also there's interviews with players every single day.
It must be so jarring for them, man. They just want to focus on playing their match. They want to focus and get dialed in. They're constantly being dragged left, right, and center to do media and interviews and that kind of thing. I get it's a massive part of the hype, and it's a massive part of the anticipation, but for them, it must be a bit annoying.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually planning something big for the Champions League final. I don't know how big we could possibly go in it. Like we're gonna sort it out this week and see what's going on for the Champions League. A bit weird that there's 2 press conferences. I only found out today. I thought it was a bit weird as well. I was gonna do a poll in the chat about the Gundo thing, but I think everyone kind of is on the same page. Is anyone here that thinks that Gundo won't stay?
Well, like, if Gundogan turns around, right? If we win Saturday and Gundogan turns around Monday and goes, listen, I've done it, man. I've achieved it. I've completed it, and I need to get off and do something different. He's leaving a legend. And I was having this argument with one of the lads outside Wembley on Saturday. We win on Saturday. Gundogan needs a statue. Gundogan needs a statue at the Etihad Stadium. If he is the captain to lead us to a treble and our first European Cup, and then you throw in all the key moments he's had over the last 5-6 years, Gundogan is statue worthy. I'll tell you that now for a fact. He'll be the most iconic captain in Man City history. He'll eclipse Vincent Kompany if he lifts that Champions League.
He's cemented in history with the sense of what he's won.
But he's also got the moments, man. He's got the moments. He beat Man United. He beat Man United himself in that FA Cup final. The biggest FA Cup final we've ever had and probably ever will be in unless we play them again. He did it. I saw people arguing, or the same guy I was arguing with on Saturday was like, but Gundogan hasn't, he can't eclipse Yaya, and Yaya was better than Gundogan and all this kind of stuff. If you're going to give Gundogan a statue, you've got to give Yaya a statue. Gundo now has the moments. Obviously, Yaya had like the Newcastle goal, the Stoke goal, like he had his moments. Gundogan has them now. That massive run he had 3 seasons ago, the Aston Villa game last year, the Champions Leagues, and then now he single-handedly beat Man United, and he could lift the European Cup this Saturday. Gundogan, get him the statue. I need a statue of him holding the European Cup if we win it outside the Etihad. Yeah,
the thing is, like I say, he's had the moments to win these things. Look at like the Premier League last year. I mean, without Ilkay Gundogan, do we win that game? He gets a massively important goal in that. He's got his 2 goals against against United. There's a lot, man.
Everton.
There's a lot. There's a lot that he does. He's clutch. He's a clutch player. And like you're saying, then there is the chance that Gundo just goes, you know what? I'm gonna call it. I think it's because, do you know how like Kompany after he scored that goal against Leicester, he knew that was time. If Gundogan wins a treble, he might just think this is the perfect time now to leave. I'm on top of the game completely. But I don't think he should, because I think he's still got more to give.
Yeah, no, he's not at a point where it's kind of like he's ran himself into the ground and he can't do any more physically, or it's all downhill from here. I don't think it's downhill after Saturday for Gundogan. I think he's got another at least year or two in the tank of top quality football. Obviously, you'll manage his minutes. He won't play 90 minutes every week, and he'll rotate with Kovacic or whoever we have in the midfield area at that stage. But there's still plenty more in the tank for Gundogan. It's not like David Silva, where he felt he probably couldn't keep going in the Premier League, every 3 days, kind of thing, and same with Company. But Gundo's got more to give, man. Gundo's definitely got more to give.
Yeah,
if he does turn around, you pat him on the back, you clap, and you say you are leaving a legend.
You are leaving everything that you've done, innit? Like, it's pretty mad because with a Gundo situation, people are starting to think it's going to affect the Kovacic thing. Someone before was like, "Oh, Gunno staying, that means that we don't have to sign Kovacic." Buzzing. Nah, that's not the case. I know there's a lot of people that are like not on the vibe with this Kovacic deal. I'm very much on the vibe of it. I think it's a great signing. And I think we can't do what we've done this year. Like I said before, Ilkay Gundogan has played more football this year than he's done any other season. And he's getting spammed out, man. There's a lot of times where we're looking at Gunno saying he's absolutely knackered. There needs to be more rotation in there. I think Kovacic in there, rotating with Gundogan. Gundogan will be our starter, but you'll have Kovacic as someone who can come in for Gundogan when needed. I think that's a very, very smart option.
Yeah, absolutely. What's this about Gundogan can't get a statue because of his religion? Is that against his beliefs, statues in Islam? He's a Muslim, isn't he?
I don't know. Anthony says I didn't know his religion would affect whether he gets a statue or not.
I don't even know he was Muslim.
I don't know the situation. Does anyone know in the chat? Does anyone know the situation?
Well, if it's against his religion, then he won't allow.
Yeah, they definitely won't get it. But yeah, people say nah, it doesn't.
It's haram, apparently. I didn't know he was Muslim. I didn't know it was haram. But if he doesn't want it, obviously he doesn't have to get it. But if it's something that he wants and he can get,
if he doesn't get a statue, we need to name something after him, innit?
Yeah.
Something better than. Oh shit! Is that real? I've only just seen this, by the way. Alexis McAllister's Liverpool is here. We go. Done.
It's done, yeah.
Is that right? Chat, is that right? Am I chatting ass? Someone just put it in our group chat, and it could be absolutely wrong. Apparently, Fabrizio. Yeah, it is true. It is true. Yeah. That is mad. Way less than 60 million. Way less,
They got him for like 35, 40, I think.
Serious. That's a steal.
That's what I heard. I don't know where I got that from.
That is a steal. 35, 40 million is a steal.
Yeah, it's good business, man. It's very good business. And they got it done quickly, which is the main thing as well. So he's going to be bettered in. You get a full preseason, all that good stuff.
Release clause FC. So that's going to be the first. I think there's a couple of transfers that'll be the first ones of the window that's mad, because there's a lot of Premier League to Premier League clubs. Alexis McAllister to Liverpool, I think he'll get them rapid now. They're saying he's saying medical test in the next 48 hours, which obviously it'll be done rapid. I think that one will get done fast. I think Kovacic to City will get done fast, and I think there was another one. Oh yeah, I think Mason Mount to United. I think that'll get done quite fast as well.
I think after Saturday, it'll start to go rapid, our transfers. City like to get their business done nice and early. So I think you can expect City to start going ham as of literally next week. Con
are there. We don't need Kovacic. I completely disagree. I completely disagree. Because you're just going to ham out Gundo like you did this year. What if he gets injured? Then what do you do?
He's versatile, Kovacic. He can help Rodri too. I know he's not. He's not a DM by nature. It's not his usual position, but he can. There's no denying that Kovacic could do a job of both, and that's probably the biggest appeal for Pep Guardiola. Pep loves versatility. He loves players he can move around and do jobs in different areas of the pitch. So Kovacic coming in and offering support to Rodri, who has played 58 odd games this season. I think he's only not played in 2 games this season, which is absolutely wild.
That is mad.
That's not feasible. Rodri will be finished. If Rodri has another 2-3 years of that, he will be finished by the time he's 30. Rodri, he'll be burnt out. His legs will be done. He won't be able to play the way he does right now. So you need to start offering him support. And there's no guarantee that Calvin Phillips will be able to do that. So Kovacic, it's a necessity. I think it's an absolute necessity. Squad depth is so important, and that's not something we have right now.
Look at his the games that he's played in, man. The guy is experienced and something that we could definitely use.
It's a guaranteed hit, man. It
is just a hit. It is a hit. I just think he'll fit in perfectly. He'll fit in perfectly.
There's no risk. There's no risk. You know Kovacic is going to come in and consistently offer you 7 to 8 out of 10 weekly, as long as he's fit.
I agree. He's got 4 Champions Leagues. That's mad. Croatian, yeah. Fahad says, if the treble happened, I see City becoming stars. I mean, well, if we win the treble, every single player that's played for this team, this squad right now is immortal. It becomes immortal.
There's no topping it. There really is no topping it. Like it doesn't, like, for me, football, I will view football differently if we win the treble.
It's crazy.
It'll just be completed. It'll be completed.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's football complete, isn't it?
You're just continuing building history the more you win after that. But it's kind of like, I'll view success differently if we win the treble. It'll just feel different, but because there'll be no topping the feeling that if we win on Saturday night, the feeling we will have by 10:30, 11 o'clock will just be brand new. We'll have never had it before. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for this weekend. And if we win, I might cry, innit? I don't know. I can't promise anything. Zeno, Zeno, the 9 month says they said it's like a release clause. How would McAllister choose Liverpool when other teams wanted him? They paid his agent £100 million, definitely. I mean, no, because I think it is a smart move for McAllister, and I think he'll do well there. It's a very, very good signing for Liverpool. That.
It's great business, man. It's great business. They need McAllister, man. Their midfield needs refreshing so badly. Needs energy in that midfield. They lack energy in that midfield awfully, and he's going to come in and offer that in abundance. Do I think he's overrated? Yes, absolutely. I think McAllister has been gassed up to the nines like he's some sort of a best midfielder in the world kind of thing, but he can definitely get there. I think under Jurgen Klopp, if they add more of the right quality in, McAllister can be one of the best in the business. But it's good move, man. It suits all parties. It's a good move for him. It's a step up. Obviously, there's no Champions League football for him just yet, but they will get it. They will get back.
Yeah, I think we're back next year.
Yeah, and he's only 24. He could be a top midfielder for them for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think he'll be really good for them. Brendan Silver the 2 says he's Hugo in the Champions League final. Start a GoFundMe. Hugo to Istanbul. Champions League final cash. Hugh isn't going.
It's too expensive, man. I can't afford it, but I don't. I appreciate the idea, but I could not accept GoFundMe to get me to Istanbul. I don't deserve that
unless it gets like bare cash. And then you're like,
if you're offering,
if you're offering.
No, I could. I don't think I could accept that.
Obaid's going. We'll ring up Obaid and be like, "Yo, fancy a +1." Fly Hugh out and go meet Obaid.
If Obaid, Hugh meets Obaid, or City Extra meet Obaid. That'll be
City Extra meet Obaid.
Yeah.
Amar with the 2 says, if we lose, I'll have to relocate to the Amazon. No, not necessarily, because we've still had a very, very good season. We have still had a very good season. It's disappointing if we lose, especially having this chance. Inter Milan aren't no mugs, though, innit? Like, it's not just me a walk in the park. I do back us to win. I do back us. But it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm so confident. I'm weirdly confident, and that might deteriorate as the week goes on when the nerves do kick in and the reality sets in that it is the European Cup final, which we have made a mess of before, and we've obviously had a bit of a hoodoo with this competition for a long time now. But I just think this team, without being disrespectful to Inter Milan, I just think we're so much better. I think we're so much better than them. We had the hard side of the draw to get to the stage. We knocked out Bayern Munich. We knocked out Real Madrid. Leipzig are no mugs either. I think if we were to fall at this hurdle, it would be a little bit embarrassing because of how much because of what we have achieved already.
It'd feel disappointing, wouldn't it? Given what we've done.
I would still now listen. Obviously, we believe we can win the treble. I believe we will win the treble. But if, for God willing, this doesn't happen, but if we were to lose it somehow, I'd still be buzzing with this season, man. A league and a cup, beating United in the final, like that was special. I said to you last week, if we'd only won the league this season and we lost both cup finals, I'd be a bit like, come on, man. You know, there was definitely more to be got there. But if we were to win the league and the cup, the FA Cup, I'd be buzzing with that. But I think it's there for us. I really believe the Champions League is there for us, man.
Yeah, it's there. We have a major chance. I back us, man. I back us. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy to like back here then, like, because do you remember when we first started speaking about this treble talk, people were like, nah, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't say this, but we're literally a game away from winning a treble. And the thing is, a treble, our first ever Champions League, and you beat United on the way to it, and a three-peat all in one season, man. Like it's the best
season in English football history. It is. Sick, man. I know that the Man United 1999 treble was obviously an unbelievable achievement as well, but I think this tops it. You win your third league in a row, like you said. You win your first European Cup. You beat your local rivals, the big dogs across the road in the FA Cup final. Maybe I'm biased, but I think that's just more special.
It's next level.
It is.
To beat United on the way to that treble.
And see those salty bastards, David Beckham and all them chatting shit like, City's treble won't be as impressive as Man United's 1999. Get fucked, mate. You're just shitting it that we're going to do it.
Yeah, they don't really like it. They don't like it. No. I was with my mate Nathan, who is a United fan, and he was saying like it's crazy that since Ferguson left, all these like records that Fergie had have all just over the last 10 years just been taken away and beaten by other teams. Most points in a season, boom, in a bit. I mean, three-peat, boom, in a bit. Treble is loading. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's the last one. That's the last one, isn't it? The treble.
We are 90 minutes away from genuine immortality. Like, you're up in the gods of football. Like, you've peaked, you've achieved at the top, the greatest of the great.
Yeah, you have a seat at that high table.
You're at the top of the table.
Yeah, you've got the throne.
You know, like in those big business meetings you see in movies and stuff, they're at really long, narrow tables, and there's loads of people sitting on the sides.
Then you're
the guy at the top.
Yeah, the head of the table.
You're that guy in a big leather chair, king of the castle.
Yeah, that is us. That is us. Anthony says getting goosebumps talking about it. Zach Holliday, 6 a.m. beer monsters pending. Right. On that,
tell me about this, man. What was all your social media activity over the weekend? Was a little bit weird. I don't know what was going on. What's beer monsters?
I don't know. Right, it was at 20-8, and I was on the roof of this shed with Lewis drinking beers. Yeah, I was getting ready to go to the pub. I don't know if I was at the pub at that point. I can't remember, but I tweeted, and I don't know why. I never tweet. If you follow me on Twitter, I barely ever tweet. I just retweet shit. Like Lewis is quite active on social. I'm not really active in it, but I tweeted saying, I tweeted saying MCFC beer monsters, and I don't know why. Who says that? Who says MCFC beer monsters? What even is that?
I think we got to make it a thing, man. We got to make it a thing.
Freddie said, "Let's get t-shirts." MCFC beer monsters.
If you are of age, of course, and you do drink alcohol, get on that, man.
You need to become an MCFC beer monster, innit?
Yeah, big angry monster just loaded up on beer all the time.
Someone said like the sesh gremlin was in full force. MCFC beer monsters. Jesus Christ. I seen it in the morning. I was like, and I started laughing my head off to myself. Like manic. Just by myself. Laughing it. Looking at it. Just thinking, why the fuck have I tweeted this? And that's why I quote tweeted my own tweet saying, why the fuck have I tweeted this? I just didn't get it.
I think I just found it weird because you were tweeting at all.
I don't tweet, innit? So.
Jody Brody doesn't tweet, man.
I'm incognito, innit? I'm incognito in life. You're not at me. You're at me in real life, innit? I sound like I'm warring with someone, innit? Like,
say it to my face, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Brad Holt with a 5. I saw some speculation that Ange Postecoglou Oh, did I get it right? It sounded like I got it right. Might use the Spurs job as a stepping stone to the City job once Pep leaves. Thoughts?
Ange has worked in the CFG before.
Oh, is it?
He worked at Melbourne, and I know he's worked with a number of directors at other clubs who are affiliated or have been affiliated with the CFG. So he has a relationship there with people in the hierarchy, if you like, of the organization. And I do know, I have heard that he has his admirers at City, and they do like what he's at. He is a top manager, man. I'm sad that he's leaving Celtic to go to Spurs, because as an Irishman, I do like Celtic. I've got a lot of time for them, but he's a top guy. He's a top manager. I think he's got a big future in the game. I think
Joe Cahomo as well, who are also in the CFG, apparently.
Yeah. I think he's going to achieve stuff at Spurs that Mourinho and Conte couldn't.
Really? Is that who's going Spurs? Is that like the...
Oh yeah, it's his job now. He's informed Celtic as of today, I think, that he wants the Spurs job. He's taking all his backroom staff with him too. Spurs want him. They're going to get him for free because he's on a 12-month rolling contract at Celtic anyways. They don't really have to pay Celtic any compensation. It's a good deal. I think Spurs have got a gem here. And all those Spurs fans out there who are saying this isn't good enough, trust me, man, eat your words, clip this up, look back on this. I think he could win them their first trophy, or, I don't know, do something mad, because he's got the brains, man.
He's sick of that. Patrick Holly, yes, Patrick Holly. He'll be over here actually next week, which is sick. So get Patrick Holly in a sesh. He says, love our big Ange, but I feel like going to Spurs is career suicide.
Someone has to break that mold, though.
It's like joining Arsenal was the poison chalice. It's like the same thing. Like Spurs right now is a poison chalice, but surely it's got a break, innit?
Someone will come to Spurs and win them a Carabao or an FA Cup, and the duck will be broken, and they'll go on and do what they thought they couldn't do. I don't know about winning leagues.
But then I say that, but then they're losing like Harry Kane. It's things are just like things are bad, but they're getting worse.
They need to get rid of Harry Kane, man. Harry Kane is like the thing preventing them from moving to their next generation.
I don't know, because the guy scored 30 goals this season, and the season that Spurs were shit.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man, Harry Kane, but it doesn't work. They're not compatible. It doesn't matter. He can do whatever the hell he wants at Spurs, and he still won't win. He needs to go off and do his thing.
Get rid of Kane, you can reset and not just build the team around Kane anymore. You've got
new culture, new players, new recruitment, new manager, new backroom staff, new everything. Start from scratch. Tear the gaff down and build a new one, because this current one, poisoned.
Patrick Holly says, will Hughie be in Manchester next week?
I don't have it booked, and I probably left it quite late.
Depends how long he's staying here for, innit? How long he's staying for? Well, yeah, it depends on the situation.
I haven't booked anything. As it stands, I'm watching it in Dublin.
We can have a look. We'll have a look this week.
Tell Jordan and LB to get the City Extra business card and get me over, man.
There you go. Yeah. That is legit a business card. I made sure very well to not flip that over then. People in chat there, pause. Flip it over.
Frame by frame.
Yeah. Nah, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I know what you lot are like. I just see loads of like different transactions coming out of like the business account. I'm like, the fuck is going on? People buying their own City kits and that. Like.
Yeah, people buying fucking OnlyFans and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll blame that on the chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, there must be the chat. I leaked it. It's not me. Promise.
Yeah. Definitely the chat.
Patrick says he's here from the 12th to the 15th, mate. See you soon. Put a donk on it. Yes, Patrick, mate. See you soon, mate. Sick, right, this has been your morning chat again.
Your morning waffle.
But the headline news is Gundogan signed a contract extension, possibly on the cards. His agent is kind of quashing things. I do think he is close to signing a contract, especially with the tier 1 sources coming out and saying the same thing, that he's going to sign a contract.
I think it'll be announced next week.
I think as soon as the Champions League's done, I mean, he might even say it straight after.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Imagine, that'd be sick.
Yeah, lifts the trophy, puts it down. I'm not fucking leaving.
That's it. That's all he says, though. That's it. What? One mic drop. That's in a bit.
Everyone's like, what?
Like, we didn't even ask you about that. Like, Gundogan, what do you think about winning the Champions League? I'm not fucking leaving. And then, that's it. Daniel says thought the next dream would be from the roof. To be honest, it might be. Yeah,
I need to get on that roof, man.
I know you need to get on the roof. It
Next
was
time I'm
hot
over,
as
I need to get
well.
on that roof.
Hot.
Yeah, it was nice, man. I loved that video on Twitter. Someone edited of you and LB with the players' celebration on the pitch.
Yeah,
It's so funny, man.
Wait,
Can you get on screen?
is he there? No, I can't.
The video.
Hang on. Can I? If people seen this, I want. Surely people have seen this.
It's so funny, man. It looks so funny. Right. LB just sitting there topless.
LB sat there topless.
You're in a bucket hat.
I've got a bucket hat on. It's chaos. Let me. If I go on this, I might be able to add this on. There you go. It's just gonna go in front of your face a second. There you go. Right. Where's it gone? Right, chat. Someone edited this. They might be in the chat right now. I don't know though. If I go on my profile,
I think you retweeted it.
Yeah, it's here. Look, Brendan Eyre. I knew it was Brendan Eyre. He's in the chat. He's there. I knew he was there. I seen Brendan Eyre. Then I was like, I'm sure that's him. I'm definitely saying your last name wrong. But yeah, look. Oh, that's gonna look weird. Yeah, that's someone. It's so sick. It's so sick. Just like editing me and LB there.
Brendan, you had a worldie there, mate.
You actually stormed it there, and then look, MCFC Beer Monsters.
Yeah, they are the Beer Monsters. LB and Julie Body.
7:41 p.m.
Fuck's
Makes no sense. But yeah, that's yeah, Brendan, mate, that is actually quality. That I need you to send me the actual thing. Send it me so I can download it. Josh Choi with a 5 month says, imagine he missed the Gundogan goal because he was vlogging.
I was saying this to Jordan before we went live. I was saying it. I was literally vlogging my clip to say, right, it's just kicked off. The match has just started. Yada yada yada. I'd hit end record. I was putting my phone in my pocket. I was looking down, and the next thing you know, I was 3 rows from the pitch. I was sat 3 rows from the pitch, so everybody just fucking came in on top of me. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then Patter behind me, who the fuck is that guy? It's like, we've just fucking scored. It's 1-0. So I had to whip my phone back out and go, it's 1-0. It all happened so fast.
That's so funny. That. So funny.
Sick, man.
Yeah, what a day. What a weekend. Right. We'll be back later on with some more content. I think LB will be on the 2 p.m. stream as well. We don't know what we'll do, but we'll make sure you subscribe, notification bell turned on, then you can see when we do go live. Appreciate everyone who super chatted. Gundogan to sign a new deal soon come. Probably after the Champions League final, though. Don't expect anything before. Players need to be zoned in.
Horse vision.
Horsey party.
Horsey party, man.
Right. Yeah, we'll see you in a bit.
In a bit.